How come I have my Form 2 kid in this class? I thought you all having other classes right now. Mr. Ong, not got classes meh? Page. Okay, come, let us check. Your turn to page 2. Okay. No, page 2, I don't think I need it. Page 3. As a Form 5 students, we just need to ensure one thing. Our class is actually very simple one. Just make sure you get to know what are you learning throughout your what is this? Form 5, then it will be fine. So paper 1, paper 2, AC, and then just normal subjective questions for paper 2. And then your speaking is the key, my dear. You all got the result from your school this week, right? Then SPM students, in order to score A plus, make sure one thing, your paper 1 and paper 3, which is your speaking, you must score a solid A in order to score A for PM. If your writing for paper 1, 2 is very strong, but your speaking is very weak, you will always have like one grade down from your normal grading. So make sure you know what are you trying to score and then what do you want. Okay, settle. So for AC, right? AC, remember, we have only one skill to sustain for everything. You don't need to purposely tell me, teacher, I think AC, right, I need to do a lot. My dear, in my class, you don't need to do a lot. Doing a lot doesn't mean you can score. To score, just make sure you know a lot. Then you see, for your AC, short AC and long AC, they are sharing the same technique, totally same technique. Teacher, are you sure? Yes, 100%. So whatever we learn is applicable for both. Then for your short AC, remember one thing, short AC, we only need 4 paragraph. 4 perenggan. Teacher, do we need more? No need, because we only have 200 words. And 4 paragraph is good enough for you to score. Then next one, for your long essay, what are you supposed to do? Your long essay, we have 5 paragraph. This is from your school teachers. From your school teachers. Then for our class, I will always ask you all to write 6 paragraph. Reason is because your elaboration is so weak. Then you are going to tell me, teacher, can I write more elaboration? No, you are just giving me all those chonto which doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't help you to score. So 5 paragraph, your teacher need 100 words per paragraph. Then 6 paragraph, then you need about 80 words per paragraph. So eventually, you are just squeezing one more point for me. So you will have 4 points. And 4 points, the chances for you to score is always higher. The chance for you to score 6 paragraph, 80 words, which means 4 points. And 3 points, basically, your content is not that strong compared to anyone else. Okay? Can settle? Then now, how do we write essay? Every one of you learned before from any teachers, it is the same thing. You might be asking me, teacher, is there any like shortcut or anything? No. And whatever you learn in the market is always the same. Whatever you learn in the market, always the same. Teacher, yeah, meh? It's just that TTC, we are using English keyword. And then in your school, they are using BM. That's all. And then now, first step to do AC, reading questions is a must. And then for those sitting exam for a coming week, right? Then just make sure one thing, when you enter, please read the question carefully. Teacher, I read already, then but I also cannot think of the EC. You know why? Because you never think properly. You just keep struggling. Teacher, what can I write? Teacher, what can I write? If you keep struggling, I also cannot help. No matter how much I teach, no matter how much you learn, if you just struggle in your exam hall, I cannot do anything. Mr. Ong, what is it about? Depends on the question. And then now let us check. When you are writing your essay, first step, Y, T, K, K, and F, topic, kata, kunci format. If you miss out these 3, basically your essay you will just ruin your essay. Later when we do the short essay, you will find out why am I saying so. Then rangka karangan is a must in my class. Rangka karangan, basically you just draft your main point. You might be very curious, teacher. What if I don't draft leh? Okay, go ahead. Then what happens is you will always mix up. Then you will keep repeat your elaboration because you just simply do it. Okay, draft the main point. Okay, only main point. Then next one is how do you think of the point is the key. Some kids, right, they don't know how to think of the point and they never want to think out of the box. How to ensure you are someone quite smart in exam? I need this for you. The pyramid itself. Teacher, what is pyramid for? You all love to ask what if, right? Please answer yourself. So this pyramid, if you came for a Form 4 seminar before, then you should be able to learn about this. So the pyramid, what is the purpose? For you to think about the point. Teacher, got use one meh? Of course, otherwise why am I teaching you? So first one, whenever we think about a point, always start from a person, which is we ourselves, diri. Remember this? Then keluarga. Because from this pyramid, the characters, I can think about what is the reason it happened, who caused the problem, then what is the impact towards these parties, and one more is who can do something to get it done, to become a solution. So this is how you all think. It's not just about telling me, teacher, I do more essay lor. Whatever you keep doing, sorry, it doesn't help because you don't know how to start. So know the way to start, then whatever question came out in exam, you can settle on your own. Do not just depend on teachers. Yeah. Then rakan. The third one is a bit different. Your friends, they will only become one party called pengaruh negative. They are always bad influence. Because from your teacher point of view, they never help you to do anything good about. Okay, so pengaruh negative. So they will never become a solution. Never. Then next one, your masyarakat. Masyarakat pula ni. Pihak sekolah. Then masyarakat. Masyarakat is the society. Normally society can do about what? They can only help with melaporkan case. All these like social cases. Other than that is fine. They do not have much impact. Then next one, your media. Then last one, I have to combine two parties. For last one, I have to combine two parties, which is kerajaan and swasta. Teacher, why do we need swasta? Because when you think about the point, right, if you just write kerajaan, do you think our government can sustain without the modal from other parties? They can't. They also need pihak swasta, which is the private sector, to help out. Kerajaan, they have the one thing called kuasa, the power. Then swasta, the other one who supply with modal, money. Yep. Yeah, Mr. Ong, correct. Then you see, why do we need this? Because they need to cooperate in order to make sure our country keep growing. Do you think a country which is like autocratic, only government, they can survive? Not really. And do you think a country which is just about, they call that, I suddenly forgot the economic terms for capitalist. If you heard before, capitalist, which is only by the control of citizen. The person who in charge is only take out action. It doesn't work also. So we need both parties to work together. Then now let's check. Based on this, you think we are smart? Not really. Because you have to add on one more thing. We need to have the content. So when we are choosing the characters, right? Next one is make sure you know about FCUK. Because this is the keyword for us to continue with the point. This is the keyword for us to continue with the point. Teacher, what do you think? Okay, FCUK is very common in our class. And what is FCUK? Everything happens for a reason. Yes, Joey, nice one, thanks. But first one, salah. Wait. How can you forget about first one? And then next one is kesan. Everything happens for a reason. Then we have the impact. Okay, yeah, doing things. Then next one, we have to select the solution to settle the problem. Now you all see. Then settle. Next one. When you know about how to write essay, right? Next thing, how do you ensure you reach the word limit? Which is a lot of you never reach word limit one. They ask about 150 words. Okay, that one short essay can lah, but long essay, they need 350 words till 500 words. Then a lot of you stuck at 300, 340, never even reach 350. Why? Because your elaboration, you are stuck. You keep beat around the bush. Then what happened is we need SHYEK to help out. In all BM essays, right? Essays, okay, but everything, we need to ensure one thing. We need to learn how to ask why and effect. Can I exceed word limit? No. Never exceed word limit. Okay, then you see again, you always add up to 5, 6 EC just to reach 350 words. That's why remember one thing, in order to reach the word limit, your point, your draft, and always remember whatever we learn in class, we need to keep elaborate. Esmond, bahagian A 210 still acceptable, but you have to bear in mind, some teacher, they will minus mark, or they will ignore the last 10 word. Mr. Ong. Short AC 150 to 200, then long AC 350 to 500. Okay, so SHYEK, just remember one thing. In order to score for a BM, why and effect is very important. Because whenever you mention the main point, you have to tell me, why are you doing so? What is the impact if we did so? Okay? Then KCH, what is KCH? This is something I need in essay. You are quite strong in essay, but then when it comes to penutup, you all just never give me something else. What do your teachers want? Your C and H. Kesimpulan, everybody knows how to write. This one, I'm not worried at all. Then the cadangan. You need to give me a proper solution. Thanks, Joey. A proper solution. Yeah, Shreya, thanks. Nice one. And then harapan. A lot of you would assume, teacher, no need lah. I just copy the point. You try to copy the point, I can tell you, I think you are ready for failing BM. Because you have 2 essays. If both essays also you cannot score, then bye-bye, Then BMS, this is what we did for week 4. This is what we did for week 4. Then, which is the classes for this week. So BMS, later I will tell you how to score. And then this one is there 1 and 2 KCH. Upper 1 and 2 KCH. Oh, we need more cadangan, 2. Dua cadangan, dua harapan. Okay, now BMS, let us check. When we are doing BMS, Bahasa Melayu Standard, first step, remember one thing. Your first step, go and look for watak. Okay, and then after your watak, your kata kerja, because this is what we need for our BMS, which is a story-based thing. Everything starts from character. When you remember the structure, then you will know the reason why do we ask you to do this. Because I know that some students, right, they just memorize and go into exam hall. But do you score? No. Jeffrey, the AC is about cara, penutup, we need to add on another cara. Yes. Penutup need to top up. Just make sure one thing, penutup cannot repeat or summarize from our content. Just remember that. Yeah. So Mr. Ong, our KCH, we have like 2 cadangan, 2 harapan. Remember that. Then now, for this BMS, right? Watak, kata kerja, and then keterangan. Then, what are we supposed to do? I will tell you later. Now, we go for essay first. This one, I will tell you later when we go for BMS part. You just remember, sentence structure is watak kata kerja keterangan like primary school. Now for our nota for rumusan, will I do it with you? No, I won't do this with you because this is your job. But I will tell you what to do later for rumusan. Now, any students in my class, your keyword is very weak. Then please refer to this page, page 7. If your keyword is very weak, please refer to this. Why? Because your rumusan, your essay, your keyword, their keyword is all around here. Everything is here. Just make sure you know all those meaning. Okay, can? Then if you want to test yourself, this is the page. For your ujian. Every month of our notes, we have this. You don't tell me that you already practiced for so many months, then you still don't know. Then I told my morning class, you should change teacher already. Not even change tuition some more. So remember one thing, when you know about all keyword, it's like totally not a problem. So now let us check. Paper 1, our essay, right? Short essay, karangan pendek, 30 marks. Can you tell me what is our topic for this question? What is our topic for this question? Very simple, right? Totally not a problem. Thanks, Joey. Nice one. Because this question, they never give us any keyword. Teacher, then how? Jeffrey thinks. So we only have penggunaan card credit, right? This is our topic. Then I have to question myself, what is the keyword? Which is FCUK, right? How do I determine? I just go to the petikan and check it out. Okay. Then, Asmin, karangan bahagian B, you write 7 paragraph. Oh, okay. Asmin, if you write 7 perenggan, then it's because you do not have enough elaboration. Then you have to make sure when you write 7 paragraph, right, your main point never repeat. Because my generation, we wrote 7 paragraph for a long essay. And we need to write 1,000 words. Yes. Okay. So Joey, this is your mind. Thanks. Your answer is correct. So for this short essay, for those who are reading the passage, may I know what is the keyword about? What is the keyword? For those who are reading this, what is the keyword in your mind? But of course, you need to support with evidence. Why do you say so? Okay. Yeah, is it other? Got factor meh? What did they say? Other factor meh? Is that about factor? River Kasih. Okay, scare me for a while. Okay, so for this entire passage, what is it about? Kesan. Yes, Chao, and thanks. So from here, if you all read about it, is it only about keburukan? Is it about keburukan? Okay, Jeffrey say yes. Okay, Shreya also say yes. Then what else? It's all about penggunaan card credit. And it's like gaya hidup yang berlebihan. Card credit, pinjaman peribadi kekal. Where actually, if you overspend, it will become a negative thing. But you know why I asked you that question? Is it all about negative thing? Yes, right? But when you move to next page, what do you think? What do you think? Okay, Aspen, you feel like this is more of kelebihan, right? You know why? The way of your thinking. Okay, Joey, this one is kelebihan. Actually, even only bahan one, right? We have kelebihan, correct. And this one, do you think I can introduce card credit TTC? I can't. I can only explain all this in my pendahuluan. The reason why people love to use, the reason why people will apply for credit card. So this is the introduction. It's because of all these like benefit. But this benefit is not the benefit that we get from credit card. No. Then where is the benefit? From our previous passage. This one is only telling us why a lot of people are using, they keen to use credit card. Then next one, you all check from here. First one, they are telling about negative thing, but actually, you know what is the benefit from card credit? When you can have advance cash. Here, meminjam untuk membeli barang keperluan asas. And then, only if we do not control our expenses, then only we will lead to overspending. So, penggunaannya tidak terkawal. Then only we will have like hutang. Otherwise, everything is just hutang. Mr. Ong here never say about gamble. No, it's about only card credit. Okay, so all this is kesan negative. And this one, because credit means what we spend in advance. Yeah, we get the money in advance. This one is about kesan positive. Otherwise, you will see everything is about negative, but only one point, which is hutang. In your mind, first one, kesan negative is 100%. From what we had from the paragraph. Then next one is use your credit card to buy all those like big things or like spending for your emergency funds. Do you think credit card is useful? Of course. But just make sure you have to plan. As well, actually, bahagian A usually write one focus only right. In normal essay, yes. In normal, this one is a bit gray area because card credit itself, yes, correct, yeah. For this essay, it is both. Because normally we only have one keyword from for bahagian A. Because only 2 points. So normally they don't really put 3. Okay, they don't really put 3 points one because too short. Then now kesan positif is about pinjaman kecemasan. But can I ask you a question? If this is exam, do we write positive first or negative first? Do we write positive first or negative first? Which one comes first? Ayo, Isin bukan. Hagen thanks, Jeffrey thanks, Joey thanks, Esmond thanks. Ayah, Enchi bukan. Shia thanks. Mr. Ong, you have to rearrange lah. Always remember, whatever being introduced is always because positive things come first. That's why you have old tuition teacher one. Okay, so always remember everything comes with positive mindset. Like for example, when we have plastic at first, it's all about positive things because we can reuse and everything. It's just that people never maintain properly. Then only we have negative. Yeah, everything comes with positive first. Like media social, internet, everything, the first intention is always positive. Just that people overuse it, never control, then only will have kesan negative. Okay, so remember in exam, positive first, then only negative. Positive, then negative. Okay, easy, huh? So Mr. Ong, understand? Positive. Okay, settle. We move downwards. This one is only short one. Later, I will show you how to write a longer thing. So, our analysis topic, pendahuluan first ayat, yes, correct. Yeah, Mr. Ong, correct. So, topik penggunaan kad kredit Then our keyword is kesan. And kesan, we have both positive and negative. Then I want to ask, do I have any format for this question? Joey, how do you know? Mr. Ong, bukan. It's just my short form. Yes, Joey thinks. There is no format. Yes, Jeffrey thinks. Reason is because my question is pendapat. Okay, then. And you see, when we are writing our essay, right? When we are writing our essay, just now I told you we have to write rangka, and our rangka basically based on SHYEK. And what is SHYEK? Your content. Isi. How? Why? Effect. And last one, I need your conclusive. And what is conclusive? Repeat main point. I got a student who told me in the morning, say he never write conclusive for all content. So this is how they minus your mark. This is how they minus your mark. Okay, be careful. Then main point, everybody knew it. Just that your how, why effect. This is asking about kesan. Then you have to tell me how does it happen? And then why do you think it will happen? And what is the impact? So I ask you verbally, then only be right, okay? So you see, kesan positive, I won't ask you. I will ask you kesan negative. If you are owing money, hutang, you have debt, then may I know, why do you think you will have that? Why do you think you will have that when you use your credit card? Why do you think you will have that? Mengapa? Okay, Joey, thanks. Because no spend limit. And then overspend clearly cannot afford. Okay, continue some more again. Then I want to ask, what is the impact? Yes, Roshan, thanks. Belanja melebihi kemampuan. Then may I know what is the impact? Okay, Isin, thanks. Sikap materialistic, perfect. Continue some more. So you see, by verbally, if you can answer, it's a perfect thing. Because what I worry is you cannot answer. Yeah. Then Roshan, thanks. A lot of kids don't know this word. Which is what will happen if you are owing too much of money? You will be going bankrupt. What is bankrupt in BM? Of course, I won't let you write bankrupt one because it's too easy. So what is the word? Yes, Mihao, thanks. Perfect. Start from M. For those learning account, you will remember the answer. Start from M. Cak thanks, Shreya thanks. Terima kasih. What we call move list. Jangan lupa ya, move list. So this is how you write it. Okay, then yes, Jeffrey, thanks. Nama disenarai hitamkan, then diistiharkan, move list. Perfect. This is what you all learn in account and econ, right? So simple. And then this is what we need for your essay writing. Don't tell me, teacher, I don't know how to write. So positive one is very simple. I don't need third EC, my dear. I don't need third EC. So positive one, when it comes to like, it is easier and then you can spend and for pinjaman kecemasan, then what is next? You won't become, when you have credit card, right? You won't easily become the target of our snatch thief. Because you don't need to carry cash around you. And then one thing is when you are missing your cash, then you miss it forever. But what if your credit card is like missing, gone? What happened is you can just ask for cancellation. They will reissue the new card for you. So this is the benefit between cash and card. So you have to differentiate for me, not just by telling me, oh, credit card is very easy lah. No. So my dear, you need to write down this. And the orange color is like how, why, effect. How does it happen? Why do you say so? And what is the impact? Dah. In 2 minutes, I will show you the one you told me just now, which is the negative one. And remember, short essay, long essay, same skill. Same skill. And then we do need third EC. Okay, sudah? Okay, Jeffrey, thanks. Mr. Ong, short essay 2, long essay 4. Okay, for your negative point, remember one thing. Just make sure you know this thing. Do not write selain itu. Because if you write selain itu, what does it mean? You are not answering the question because it is opposite point. How do you write selain itu? Yeah, you need to split it. Okay, do not write selain itu because selain itu is for like different point only, but same content, same keyword. Yes, Jeffrey, thanks. You can use wala bagaimanapun to differentiate a terbalik thing, opposite point. Mr. Ong, yeah, but this one is a different point, so you cannot use it. So credit card will only bring negative point if we overspend. So different point. Positive and negative. Learning, of course. Either one, not both. BMS, remember one thing. They can either come out from 4 or from 5. But normally for your midterm, because your school came out the paper, they will only come up with from 5 one. But the trial paper, it might be either one. And then I know you always skip class. You came for online also, you didn't concentrate. Okay, sudah? Okay, Joey, I wait for you. Okay. Jeffrey done. Nice one. Because I will show you what is the opening and ending. Opening, everybody knows how to write. You will keep telling me, card credit is very popular. Everybody is using it. But at the end, you never end your penutup with a strong point. You never tell me why do you think people love to use it? Why do you think it's getting so popular? I need the reasoning. Then what is the impact? That only will lead to our question. So Joey, let me know when you are done. And I want to ask you all, do you all think card credit? Okay, what do you think about the usage lah? Who is the user? Okay, thanks Joey. Who is the user? Siapakah pengguna kad kredit? Secara umum. Okay, Chan, thanks. Chan, on Baharu right after, huh? Joey, everyone, right? But normally who will? Okay, Hagen, thanks. Sheng Yi, thanks. And then people who work, yes. And then dewasa. And people who doesn't know how to control are normally young people. Yes, it's all correct. Using it a lot is like poison because you are not aware about the impact. You're not remaja lah, pemuda. Remaja is you all lah. You all can't even apply for credit card. You all okay or not? Oh yo, ayo this little girl belum bangun no. So PYEK for pendahuluan. Basically, what is it? You are explaining the topic. Your pendahuluan. You are explaining the topic. Then why do you say so? What is the impact? Isi kedua kadar faedah amat tinggi penggunaan kadar kos tinggi pada masa yang ditetapkan. Esmond, pada masa yang ditetapkan. So topik penggunaan memang popular, but sometimes it's a bit scary. Reason is because you don't know how to control. So pendahuluan basically is about what you see. Why do you think people like it? Because kemudahan, kelebihan. Syarat kelayakan yang rendah. Syarat kelayakan means what? Your application requirement is very low. The lowest I saw before was like your yearly income about 24,000 or like 36,000. I forgot which one, which is like about per month. Your earning is about 3,000. You can already own a credit card. But it depends the credit limit lah. The credit limit that the bank offer to you. Then what is the impact? We all know exactly. Mengurangkan beban kekurangan wang. Especially those people need emergency funds. But only applicable. Can you see? I always put a disclaimer for my answer one. Jika digunakan berhemat. Okay, misalnya syarat terms and condition. You see, does the bank get benefit when you bankrupt? No. When you bankrupt, right, the bank doesn't has any benefit. Yeah, doesn't have any benefit. Because that's why they will keep asking for debt. They will keep calling you to get the debt done. Or they will hire some people to collect the debt. Basically, they are losing one. But when you apply credit card, right, then those banker, they will have commission. That's why you will see in shopping mall, you will have a lot of people working as part-timer at the credit card booth that keep asking you to sign up for credit card. But of course, later I need your point for penutup to see how's your level of thinking. Mr. Ong is illegal lah weh. Cheng what is meneliti to find out? Then I need to tell you all, my dear, you all know that for pendahuluan, your keyword, any of your teacher teach you about the question technique, persoalannya, you can do it. And why not for me? Because when I use that technique last time, all teachers say cannot use question technique. But now they are the one who teach you. That's why. So I only follow the safest way. Since you don't let me use, okay, I find another way. But now they are using. Yes. Then for penutup, we are going for a cadangan and harapan, right? Can you all tell me what do you think the way that somebody can use? Who is the specific person who can settle this problem about penggunaan kad credit? Penggunaan kad credit. Who do you think the person? Okay, Shreya, can you explain furthermore? Your answer is correct. Joey, thanks. Why? Tell me why. This is you gave me the person, right? Yes, Mr. Ong, correct. Then tell me what can they do? I need a specific answer. In my class, you cannot give me touch and go point one. Because touch and go point doesn't lead you to become a stronger person. Yes, Shreya thinks. We do mengehatkan diri lah. Okay, yeah. Joey thinks we control our spending. Why? Because you have one thing called discipline. Only student planning, only people who doesn't have discipline, you will keep spending. And what is the purpose? So that you won't be in debt. That is the idea. Then how about I need another cadangan? First one is about sendiri, correct? Then how about second one? Who else? Who else can do something to ensure the credit card thing can be controlled? Who else can do something? Okay, Joey, you see Karaja or Swasta, do you know who is the one then? This one I cannot use the pyramid anymore because I need to use my brain already. Because under Karaja and Swasta, who is the respected responsible one, which is our bank. The bank itself, they need to control the issuance of the credit card, which means they need to check the background of the applicant. Ya, mereka perlu memeriksa latar belakang pemohon. Ya, memeriksa, menyemak everything. And then Ming Hao, yang ni boleh tak? Ibu apa mendidik anak-anak tentang pengurusan kewangan secara beretika sejak kecil? This one, if it is about kewangan, yes. But for card credit, then cannot lah. And then Jeffrey, let me check. Mendaftar kelas kaunselor kewangan, belajar mengurus aset kewangan peribadi dengan berhemah. That one can. You learn about how to, but that one is more towards Jeffrey. The one that you give me, right? If it is about how to ensure you know how to melabur or like keep your capital gain, then that one is very useful. But card credit, we don't need that. Then is it media share, barrier and poster to increase awareness? Can. So you see, from our question our passage just now, there is one thing called AKPK, right? The AKPK, they can do something. They spread awareness. Yeah. For you all, Form 5 students, you all are stronger than other form. Remember one thing, how to ensure you have a lot of readings, go for government website. If you want to go for health issues, go for KPM. They will have a lot of articles, which is the updated one. If you want to know more about monetary terms, about kewangan, hutang, bank, everything, go for the Kementerian Kewangan website. And then if you want to know more about education, KPM. So go for all these type of website to get the latest article. No need purposely go and buy any reference book to read. You have something free online from government, 100% correct, accurate. Then why not you just simply click when you want to scroll your IG or whatever, just click all this article. Okay? So this is how you learn. So penutup, remember to settle the problem, first one, start from you yourself first, instead of asking other people to help out. Then another one, because it's about card credit, it's about the banker and the government. So we get the respective person instead of our parents or schools. Because if it's menabung, like pengawalan perbelanjaan, then yes, they are helping, but not for card credit. This is why I say don't memorize essay. And And then my dear, I won't do everything with you, because the answers for long essay are all provided. Are all provided. I just need to show you how do you think in exam. And this way it can be applied through all essays. Okay, settled, then we move downwards. Again, for essays, yes, to give two cadangan. You know why? Otherwise, your penutup will be shorter than your isi and pendahuluan. Then this is how they downgrade your BM. Okay, Jeffrey, thanks. Okay, Joey, thanks. All done, huh? Then for a long essay, same thing. Just that remember, for your long essay, right, you have 4 questions, 4 soalan untuk karangan panjang. Most of the students, they will always do question 1 and 2 because the domain is like easier, which means first one is always your personal one, self growth. This one settle, 3, 2, 1. You see how your long essay goes. First one, always related to personal growth. It can be health issue, it can be a monetary issue, it can be your education, can be anything. So never ever predict questions. Yeah, Mr. Ong, correct. So question 2, there is like mixture. Question 2 and 3 is either personal, family, or the society. It can mix and match. Like if it's for education, they can ask about TVET. If it is about family, they will ask about what can family do for your culture. Yeah, they can be very specific. So in exam, read all 4 questions and write down your draft for every question. Reason is because sometimes you thought you are very strong in that topic, but halfway while you are writing, you are stuck. So always remember, draft all points for all questions that you are familiar with. The more content that you can draft, then choose the question. I would rather you spend some about 5 to 10 minutes for your first choice instead of after you write halfway, you change question. Know the way and to save your time. Okay, settle, huh? Yeah, 4 questions. Question 4 will I ask you to select? It depends. Sometimes, not sometimes, it's always. Question 4 is about the national one, which is the country. Next one is international. It can be either one, which means if you are not a person reading newspaper, you are not alert about the current issue, do not choose question 4. Do not choose question 4 if you are not alert about current issue. You are just putting yourself into trouble. Yeah, you are just setting up trap for yourself. Okay, so question 4, you need a lot of like evidence to support your answer. Then 3, 2, 1. Then next one, just you can go home. What you can do at home. Ayo, Joey, if you saw rencana, you skip it. Don't. Actually, rencana is quite easy. Depends on the question. Rencana, the format is only title, then your name. Title, then your name. Easy what, isn't it? Just that make sure one thing when you choose a question, not because of the format, but because of the title itself. Okay, Cak boleh. Yes, Joey, it's like English article. Okay, I want to ask any one of you have booster after my class? Because I know some of you is like scary, super scary. My morning class halfway gone, halfway gone, halfway gone because they said booster, booster, booster. Ayo. Okay, now let us check. Go home, what you can do. Can you see a lot of blank space? Oh, Joey, no wonder. Oh, Hagen, you skip booster for today. Okay, terima kasih. Okay, then you remember to request your video because today is week 4 already. Jangan lupa mesti ingat. Okay, so now let us check all this blank space. What I will ask you to do, please make sure when you are doing this part, what to do, write down all main point. I would rather you expose yourself to different questions. Expose yourself to different questions instead of keep writing full essay. Please don't, okay? Don't write full essay. You are running out of time. We left about 16 or 17 weeks only till your final. Now, your way is only exposed to different questions. Keep thinking rather than you just do your revision 1 week before exam. It's not applicable for BM, okay? Not working. Then now your paper 2, you see, this is page 18, 18. Okay, now let us check what is this. Morphology basically is about golongan kata, whatever word that you learned before. Then will I do this? No, 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 no. I won't ask you to do it in my class 1. Yeah, I will just tell you what to do before exam. So just draft points. Yes, just draft. Draft as many as possible, okay, for your essay. Then you see morphology, they can test any word. You know, after they test you the word, what is next? Your next question will be coming in, which is your syntaxis, which is struktur ayat. Like for example, sometimes they ask about ayat tunggal, ayat majmuk. So morphology is about kata hubung. This is how they ask question. It is all about what you learn in BM. You learn the word first. Like sometimes they ask about kata kerja aktif, kata kerja pasif. Then what will be like being asked for question 2? They will ask about ayat aktif, ayat pasif. So this is how they ask you question. So for kata-kata, you need to know everything. Teacher, how to know everything? Only one way, do exercises. Some parents, they ask me, teacher, how do I train my kids for their writing? My dear, if you want to train for all this kind of question, the only way is just do exercise. You won't regret if you just do exercise. If you just keep asking me how to score, I can tell you, you would never score. Yes, just do. Then you will finally understand why am I asking you to do exercise. Just like your primary school teachers, okay? Then next one, struktur ayat can be anything, any sentence structure. Never predict questions. I know you all love to predict spot questions, but does it work? No, it doesn't work in SPM. Don't do it. I would rather you spend your time, just practice. Then next one, from your question 1 and 2, you will bump to question 3. They are asking for penyuntingan, which is kesalahan. What do you have for this one? Ejaan, imbuhan, tata bahasa, and then istilah. Okay, easy. Then teacher, is it easy? If they ask for, because bahasa is everything. Istilah is not easy. Thanks, Joey. Istilah, if you ask me, I would say I will let go istilah. Yes, Enchi. Totally cannot. Like the sentence that I always give in class is, this is vocab, The one that I always give in class is, saya makan di tanda sekolah. This is easy, right? Simple. Then, next one. What is the correction? We all know it so well because this is simple. Tandas, yes, Joey, thanks. Well, Minghao, okay, you see, in general, eating at tandas not a problem, but the idea is not really correct. Because if you eat at tandas for hygiene purpose, is not good. So tandas we change to canteen. This is simple one, correct? I give you another sentence where you need to think one. You go and ask them. Okay, makan to berak. Hey, Jeffrey. I ask you a question. Will we simply write a sentence? Saya berak di tandas. Saya membuang najis. Saya kencing di tandas sekolah. Of course, no, what, right? So this is how you determine what to change. But of course, in exam, right, it is in a paragraph. So of course, you won't have all this kind of gray area. In exam, you won't have this kind of gray area. Everything is based on the content of the passage. Then next one is I give you this sentence. You all know how to answer one. Can you find the error for me? Can you find the error for me? Okay, Joey, change to correct answer. Okay, Mr. Ong salah. Ming-Hao, thanks. Hagen, correct answer. Joey, you see, this is another type of exam style. You found it, but you cannot write the correction. So Joey salah lah ni, mana lah boleh meletakkan? So when it comes to jinjing, yes, Jeffrey, thanks. So this is what we call istilah. It can be very easy. It can be you found it, but you don't know how to answer, or it can be totally you don't know what are they talking about. So Mr. Ong bukan menjinjing is using our forearm. Menjinjing forearm, then like normally carry handbag lah. Then we use menjinjing. Then normally because they already mentioned the key point di atas kepala, Hagen takes menjunjung. This is what they mean by all these kata kerja. So in exam, they can test anything. Can you have any syllabus to study? I would say no, sorry. Yeah, you just need to make sure in general life you read a lot and just practice, kid. Yes, just practice. Every week, 1 hour. I expect nothing, but every week spend 1 hour for BM. Every week, 1 hour for BM. Okay, that's all. 1 hour is good enough for everything. Okay, settle. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Miss Ong, correct lah. This one, answer provided, so you can go home and do it. And then what else to test you? I can test you what is tata bahasa. For tata bahasa, can you explain pisang goreng and goreng pisang? Yes, Jeffrey, nice one. Last time I will teach hukum DM for kids. For both of these word, right? Are they correct? Yes, Hagen, I love this explanation. Joey, terima kasih. Yeah. And then yes, Roshan, nice one. You know what should your explanation be? One is kata kerja, one is kata nama. One is food, another one is the action. Because these two, they are not wrong at all. If I ask you to fry the banana, then goreng pisang. Then if I say I want to eat, then pisang goreng. So the key point will be in front. You never explain to me like sauce chili. Why? Because teacher English chili sauce ma, BN and English all terbalik. That means you are not ready for SPM. Students who are ready for SPM in order to score A, you are the one who can explain every single question being asked. Even though you cannot score full mark for BM, but everything you know how to explain. You know why is it a mistake. So this is how you score A. Okay? Okay, Ming Hao. Chili sauce is the chili that can be used to make sauce. No, we don't have like chili and then sauce. Yeah. Tak ada, because we don't have a chili, unless you write chili dengan kicap lah. Tak sama. Okay, boleh ha? So now, next one, BMS. You remember just now I told you the sentence structure one. So, we did this in our normal class this week. But I want to say, I give you a total imagination first, a draft, big picture. In exam, this entire page, 10 marks. I'm a teacher who is very realistic one. If you tell me your BM is not good, this entire page, 10 marks, I allow you to skip the entire page. Entire page, 10 marks. I will ready to get you let go. 10 out of 300, my dear, you still left another 290. So you never tell me, teacher, I'm struggling in BMS and peribahasa. So what? I would rather you spend your time for essay draft point, and then another one is your rumusan, and then one more pemahaman to do your K, but expose yourself to different types of questions. And then these 10 marks, let go. 10 out of 300, I think, how many marks do you have? 3 marks. 10 out of 300 is how much? Times 100. Let go. Is okay one. Tak perlu bimbang. Then, but however lah, I still need to teach you how to score lah, okay, for those who are doing it. Just that never memorize. I have students who memorize, they got 0 mark. First step, remember to bracket. Because we have to follow the punctuation. We have to follow the punctuation. Mesti. Then next one, only we go and find out our character, our kata kerja, then our keterangan. Next one, teacher, so many next thing meh? Yes, the one that your teacher always tell you, maka and pun cancel, correct? But I mentioned before, your marker, we have like 2 parts. Di awal perenggan, ignore. Then di awal or like tengah ayat, then we have to do something. Ignore 100%. Teacher, what do you mean? This one. Maka, ignore 100% because beginning of the paragraph. Then, if it is awal tengah ayat like this, maka, where else? Maka, what to do? Change to kemudian. But just coincidence, this practice, I have one example for you, which is this one. Hatta. You all know hatta equals to maka, and it is for what? Selepas itu. So if I already put selepas itu, do I need to continue again? Kemudian baginda fikir. Thanks, Joey. Perfect. Thanks, Jeffrey. So this is what they mentioned. Like sometimes you can score, sometimes how come you don't score? It's because you don't know what is hatta. Hatta maka they are the same. Which means then, but we don't put then lah. That's why I said you need to split between the what do you call that? Punctuation, tanda baca. Yeah. Okay, can. Then next one is I test one more tata bahasa to see whether you all can correct it or not. Is di dalam correct? This is another thing that I can test you. Is di dalam correct? Okay. Then Joey, correction. Yes, Minghao, thanks. Yep, Joey, thanks. Jeffrey, betul, terima kasih. So what should we do? Dalam. This is what you need to do for your asynchronous BMS. Basically, anything to memorize? No. You just make sure, find out your watak, cari kata kerja, and then keterangan. Because you need to check everything about your tata bahasa error. Okay, Then next one is your pun. Pun also have some criteria. Some criteria. If it is the akhir ayat, last word lah, basically ignore. Okay. But what if it is di tengah ayat? Then normally I will maintain because the sentence sounds more proper. Because when I teach BM, I don't just teach you a way to ensure some of you learns a way to for everything, right? Then at the end you find out the way doesn't work sometimes. Then di tengah ayat, what do? We can maintain or you can change to juga. Okay, either way. And then teacher, why do you want us to find out the kata kerja? It's because there is reason. For kata kerja, we have two parts. Active, passive. So the reason for us to find out kata kerja is for imbuhan purpose. For imbuhan purpose. Okay, boleh Active, what is the imbuhan? We learn this in normal class. Imbuhan me, imbuhan ber. Then passive, imbuhan di. Okay, then if you plan to skip VMS, at least you make some changes, copy everything first, then you follow the rule like this. So at least you will get 1 or 2 mark. At least you get 1 or 2 mark. Boleh 3, 2, 1. Then we go downwards. Peribahasa, do it at home. Don't do it now. Jangan buat sekarang. Jangan. Because memorize peribahasa, you also cannot guarantee you score for it. That's why I don't struggle for this part. Of course, if you have time, you can do it, okay? Whatever practice, you just do it. Then now, pemahaman. You all know why your school teachers never teach Kamsas at all? Anthology? Because they can't even expect what will be coming out. They might come out another type of Kamsas, which is out of nowhere. Yes. Then what to do is pemahaman. You see, question 1, they ask about what? Based on bahan. Question 2, based on bahan. Then question 1, they ask about maksud. My dear, can you predict the questions? No. So if you are asking me, teacher, if I cannot answer question 1, then how? Cannot answer means cannot answer. What is the meaning of like how? Then 2 mark. So you see, just now we let go 10 mark. You have 300 marks, right? Just now we let go 10. Now we let go 2. We already let go 12 marks. What is the scoring for A? 240 over 300 in order to score a solid A. Then now you know how many marks you can lose. You can lose 60 marks. So you please deduct wisely. Where can you lose? The only place that you can lose is just now, BMS and our, what's that, peribahasa, 10 marks gone. Speaking, you might be losing another 10 marks. Listening, maybe you will lose another 5 marks. And then kesalahan, maybe another 5 marks you will be losing. So now you can imagine, you must score at everywhere else. No way for you to like losing mark already. So if you are doing like a subtraction, you will know where to score and not calculate by this round, some of you, you will think like everything is very difficult because you start from zero. Do not start from zero. Teacher, I'm now at zero. Then you are telling me, teacher, what do I do to achieve 300? My dear, don't start calculating by this. You will eventually not reaching your target. Yes, you just set your target. What do you want? 240. Then you just tell me where can you lose the other 60 marks. That's all. Isn't it easier? Why should you start from zero? So remember the skill to ensure you know what to do. Okay, settle. 3, 2, 1. Then we go to next one. 1, 2 done, because based on passage, nothing to memorize. Then you see question 3. Is your pendapat? Isn't it pendapat is another type of essay question? So basically, if you tell me you have no time for essay, what to do? Do more pemahaman. The K-bar question is good enough to train your thinking skill and point. So actually, they are all interrelated. Can you see? Long essay, short essay, all K-bar, all same thing. It's just that different topic, different keyword. That's all. So you can train from anywhere. So never ask me, teacher, how do I improve BM? Anywhere also can improve one. So this is K-bar. And then question 4 also, but question 4 a bit different. It is about kajian case. What is kajian case, teacher? In English, we call case study, which means we have a specific character. Watak tertentu. So, why students cannot score for case study is because they use a wrong character. Sometimes they're asking, anda dikehendaki. Your answer should be saya. But sometimes they are not giving you anda. They said about what remaja, or like maybe warga emas or anyone else, or maybe sometimes a specific category of people like OKU. All these people, then you have to be more alert for question 4. Then this entire set of question is duplicate for your ComSAS question. Yeah, which is your anthology. A lot of you would say, teacher, I don't know. But when you look at the question, isn't it the same thing? Should you memorize then? No need. So bahan. Everything just copy paste. Then question 3, pendapat. Question 4, case study also. Case. Done? Settle? Easy or not? This is how simple BM is. Just make sure you keep doing K-bar question. Keep training your mind to think further, think out of the box. Then novel, my dear. Novel have to answer. Cannot skip. Why? 4 marks in hand. 4 markah. Puncher. Copy and paste answer. Should you let go this 4 mark? No. Please grab it in your hand. Then next one is some of the kids who are super weak in BM, they ask me, teacher, should I ignore my novel because I don't know what to do? I cannot answer. My dear, novel, what to do? I only need you to study for 2 things. If you are from different zone, right? Never mind. The skill is the same. First one, go for your watak. Next one, your jalan cerita. Because you see, how do they ask question? For this question, it is the difficult one. Quite difficult. Bahagian peleraian, which is the ending. But are they asking you to write about the ending of the story? No, they do not ask for ending. They have a specific criteria. The ending that shows happiness. Only specifically kegembiraan. Which means, like for example, my zone is tyranny. Do you think when Wahida do not forgive Zahid, that one is a good ending? Wahida yang tidak memaafkan Zahid. So thanks, Joey. It's not a good ending. So can I include in my writing? I can't. So I can only select the positive one, which brings happiness, which is our Izati telah tamat pengajian and then membantu Wahida di Chalet Ivana Ivani, and then my Wahida so successful and recover from her kemurungan, and then a successful entrepreneur. So this is what happened that you have to write. It's all about K but. And my morning class asked me, teacher, will they ask Form 4 and Form 5? Yes. There is a chance where if they ask for Form 4 and Form 5, you should feel glad. Why? Because if they ask for both, then means what? Each novel, you only write one incident. Then you know how students lose mark for this question. You never tell me, why do you feel happy? What does happiness mean in this writing? You gave me all those contour, you are correct, but you never explain why. So this question, how to answer? Jawapan peristiwa. You have the content. Then next one, you tell me, why do you feel happy? Ada unsur kegembiraan. This one is very important. A lot of students, they only score 1 mark is because they never write down reasoning. Reasoning is so important in all novel K-but question. Now you know why sometimes when you answer, you still do not score, even though your content is correct. This is the reason why. Then next one, when they ask about 2 novels, you have to write down 2 novels name first lah. If you never introduce the novel's name, then sorry, entire passage also 0 mark. Because the teacher don't even know which novel you selected. Yeah. Then how to write that, our teacher? Novel yang telah saya kaji ialah. Then who. If both novels there, teacher, then you add on di tingkatan 4 ialah, manakala novel di tingkatan 5 ialah. Like that only. Then start with your idea. And no need penutup. Tak perlu penutup. We don't need penutup for novel. Can? Then teacher 6 marks, how do they distribute the mark? 2 mark for Form 4, 2 mark for Form 5. Then if they ask for 2 novels, then 2 mark for bahasa. Then next one is, teacher, only 1 novel leh? Then 2 marks for each point. But teacher, you see, they never mention how many points. My dear, do you understand? 2 marks for 1 point. So basically, how many points you need to write? 2 points. Unless they purposely mention 3 points. Unless they purposely mention. Otherwise, always stick to 2 points. Boleh, ha? So this is the QR for all of your novel notes. This is the QR for all of your novel notes. Regardless which zone you were, we provided all. I prepared for all novel. Yes. So if your teacher never give you notes, you can refer to this. And another one is the only part that maybe I will need you to pay more attention is your, what do you call that? Conflict. The one that you need to pay more attention one is conflict. Teacher, why? Because conflict, you have to add on solution. Cara-cara watak utama menghadapi konflik yang dialami. So that's why you see, whatever question it is, you just need to ensure you know about storyline and character. Okay? And sometimes they might ask for the conflict between the main character with other characters. Okay, sudah. Next one. After novel, what will they be asking? Your rumusan. Okay, rumusan, remember one thing. No contoh, no huraian. Then next one, okay, you might be telling me, oh teacher, we only write point. Yes, you are correct. We are only writing point. But how do you justify whether it is a correct point or not? Make sure one thing, every single sentence you ask yourself, does it meet the criteria called FCUK? Does it meeting the criteria of FCUK? Because you need to ensure one thing. You never miss out any focus. Because a lot of kids, right, they just tell me, oh, teacher, I found the point, but I'm wrong at the end. It's because of why you never read properly. You accidentally miss out certain point. Then teacher, what do you mean? Because always remember, one focus, we have like minimum 2 points. And if you miss out any single sentence, what if it is the main point? This is how you lose your focus. And then we might have 2 to 3 focus. And then jumlah isi 8. So make sure you know how to distribute your point correctly. And every bahan, you need to make sure every bahan you have the point. If you found the point, you have to use it. If you do not use it, this is how you lose your 2 mark. So when you are doing something relates to the bahan, searching for the point, please be more aware and alert. Okay? Then how many paragraph? We need 4 paragraph, opening and ending. Opening, remember one thing, rumusan membincangkan. Just remember, do not create your careless mistake. Petikan membincangkan. Then I will say bye-bye to your rumusan. Because if your opening is wrong, some of your teachers will straight away give you 0 mark for entire rumusan, especially your school exam. Then ending, remember one thing. Okay, pendahuluan. Rumusan membincangkan. Then your penutup, just remember the key point. I must use ayat pasif. Okay, may I know what is ayat pasif? You all still remember ayat pasif? Masih ingat tak ayat pasif? Imbuhan apa? Okay, Roshan thanks, and then Jeffrey thanks, Joey thanks. So Higan thanks. So imbuhan di. So what do? We copy our topic lo. Haruslah di blah 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 blah. This one I am just testing you because why? You can read the format on our don't know which page already. It's in the notes, so you can refer that before your exam. How long before your exam? An hour before your exam. PM, you just need to do this consistent exercise. Revision is only for novella 1 day before exam. For all these tata bahasa rumusan format 1 hour before exam, so that you remember clearly in your mind. Daily, weekly, what do you do? Exercise only. No need purposely go and do full things, okay? Just make sure you do more in the part that you are weak in. Boleh yang lebih lemah. Then for this rumusan, very simple. They have 2 bahan, just nice. But I want to say, sometimes they will have 3 bahan, 3 bahan. Then when you read your question paper, please do not be like my ex-students. What do? They do their exam very nice one, very comfortable. Then at the end, what happened is they miss out 3rd bahan. Yes, because 3rd bahan on last page, they just miss out. So remember one thing in exam, yes, it's not one student or it's a lot of students because they are sitting for their trial. Then almost 20% miss out the last bahan. But still, they still can score for BM. So never ever tell me, teacher, I think I'm cooked lah, No, you are not. Yeah, it's okay. So just make sure, rumusan, you have to score. Then now, since we have time, right? Then can I ask you to do the exercise? I won't do rumusan with you because too much time I need. So what will I ask you to do? Penyuntingan. Go for penyuntingan just now. So we complete the penyuntingan part where you all don't like it one. Turn to page 19. 19. I give you 7 minutes. 2 practices, 7 minutes. 7 minit. Okay, petikan 1, petikan 2. Joey, why? After we complete penyuntingan, then I will let you go. Okay, but I need you to practice. 7 minutes, means by 337. I think this is the only time I will be so on time. Not in any other class. And remember, every error I need explanation. Oh, Siti, no, cannot. It's a must to start from first question. Siti asks a good question. Do we start from rumusan in exam? No. Do you know the best thing about your latest exam format? They do it, they plan it according to your skill and what we learn in BM life. Last time my exam we started from rumusan. You know what happened at the end? A lot of students they started with rumusan, and then most of them cannot afford to finish the paper. So this round your paper is arranged accordingly. So follow the sequence. What you all be tested right now is what was in my year as well. It's just that the sequence is different. Okay, you all left 5 minutes. We see who can get correct for all. 6 plus 5 is 11. If you finish earlier, you let me know. Roshan, from which one? Tana. Which line? Petikan kedua. Gondol itself is actually when we want to like what do you call that? Pick it up. First line, correct. So kan ini di gondol. Di gondol Singapore means what? Is it like started Like normally we use menggondol tanah is because we want to like take the tanah out from the land. So gondol for permainan means like we started. Mula. You are left a minute. Tinggal seminit. Okay, Miha, thanks. Okay, just nice. Okay, time's up. I highlight first for the error. Then you all check whether you all found correctly or not. See whether you all found correctly or not. Okay, simple. Senang. Who found all? Siapakah yang dapat cari semua kesalahan? Version 4 So, semula jadi, protein, and then adalah. This three is a must. Semula jadi ialah protein. Can you see all of this under what? Tata bahasa. And then your ejaan. Now you know why ejaan I totally not worried. Mr. Ong, apalah ni? Okay. Oh, actually, protein is also in English. BM not TIN. Memang TEIN. Like, next one is about imbuhan. The one that might be a bit difficult for you all, which is carbohydrate. With the carbohydrate, bercarbohydrate. The ejaan has no error, but the tata bahasa got error. Yeah, so this is how you all have to be careful. And next one, menghasilkan akan. My dear, when do we use akan? Akan we have two meaning. It's either saya akan ke sekolah. Saya akan ke TTC. Next one is when I said about feeling, mentioned about feeling, saya sayang akan kamu. I love you. Saya cinta akan negara. I love the country. Yeah, for any feeling base. Then now, hati mula, hati is your liver. Mula menghasilkan. Okay, this is what we call tata bahasa. Jadi berlemak tinggi, uh, berkarbohidrat rendah. Oh, I think my teacher put the repetitive thing. Thanks, Joey. Cancel this one. Cancel this one. Dan berlemak tinggi full stop. This one. Additional. One, two, three, four, five, six. Last one. Anyone found it? Mentransisikan. Anyone found it? Mentransisikan. Oh, Siti, I love you. Perfect. Chengi, correction. And Joey, no. Okay, you don't know. I love you all. Okay. Ayah, is it a big mistake? Ayah, encik menukarkan bukan? Mr. Ong bukan mentransikan apa cakap mentransformasi. Transisi is like transition, changes of the period. But when you transform something to a new thing, we call mentransformasikan. Okay, it transforms something. Yes, learning terima kasih. So remember in exam, you see out of 6 errors, right? 6, right? Then what is this? Istilah, we totally change it. Change, we cannot change too much, right? But for istilah, change everything. This is the idea of istilah. How come I never force you all to memorize? Because you cannot expect, we have like few thousand BM words. How do you know what will they like testing you? So no point. So remember one thing, when you are reading for kesalahan, then make sure you know what are they asking. What is the content about? Then you will know your imbuhan. I want to ask who score. Okay, no one get 6 mark, right? Who get 5 correct for this part? Who get 5 correct? 5 yang betul. Oh, don't think okay. Okay, boleh, not bad. Strong, quite strong. Mr. Ong tak apa. Then you see next one. Keto diet is actually lah. Not bad one. It's just that sometimes you might have like bad impact for certain person. Yeah, certain people. Learning apa petikan dua, you don't know. I thought petikan dua is easier one. If you ask me lah, petikan kedua is easier than petikan pertama. Yes. I highlight first for you. Let me check one thing. Okay, yes. Then later you will know why am I writing the sukansi. Can you explain why? Surely if you ask me, is keto diet good for if you are healthy lah? Keto diet is good. You see keto diet, they focus on what you eat meat, which is like super clean one. If you ask me, keto diet is super clean. But they have no carbs. And people need carbs to survive. Yeah, for energy gain. And you can actually eat corn, but keto diet do not. You only eat meat for protein. But carbs sometimes is good for your hair. So that's why keto is like they only do it twice a year. Like they do it like 3 months once thing. Okay. And I think that one, which one? Mengapakah ada ASEAN? But it's really dalam lah. Memang dalam. Chengi also correct. Then you know why I highlighted the sukan instead of the because I have the rantau. So to ensure my teacher know my correction, so I always do this. Perfect one. Okay, no any argument one. Then next one. Okay, now I want to ask, how's your answer? What is your score? out of 5. Okay, Joey found 3. Okay, at least you got 3. Okay, who else? Okay, Roshan also 3. Duanding also 3. Okay. Tempo everybody found out, huh? Ayah, Mihao, no, sementara need to change to manakala? No. Because this sementara is like while waiting. Yeah. Oh, Yiling 3 juga. Oh, so everybody stuck at 3 lah. Nobody 4. Okay, Mihao. Okay, then you think you got 4. Okay. Fiction also 3. Okay. Now you all can see in exam, normally minimum we will score at least half. Okay, Mihao boleh. Normally we will found at least half. Sekurang-kurangnya. So if you ask me, teacher, should I worry? I will tell you no. Can you see? This week you did 1 exercise. Next week, you all try lah. Go and take my Form 4 seminar. Go and do their exercise. Yeah. Then you will have another set of exercise. Then normal class students, if you are online students, then you do the physical class one. Then you check the answer. Then for physical class, you do your physical. Then online, you do extra. Can? So this is how you make sure yourself have more practices. You only need this to survive in BM. Yeah, not memorizing the skill, memorizing the technique. Don't waste time. So why the sukan? Okay, I write down the easiest one first. Tempo. For timing, POH. TEMPUH, we do have this word. This one is like fight or like against, which is menempuh cabaran. To break through cabaran. Can? Then next one, easy one. Di sukan si, dalam sukan si. Then next one, pada perlawanan, dalam perlawanan. You know what is pada for? Pada is for like exact one. Like pen ini ada pada saya. Is with me. Ada pada. With. Then another one, pada pukul berapa. Then it's all exact timing. Yeah. Then teacher, why need to write sukansi? Because why? I have di rantau. That's why. And why not I just write di sukan? Because sukansi is one kata nama khas. So I have to stick them together lor. But lucky thing for SPM is if for SPM only if you write di only and you change dalam, they will give you correct also. Then you write di sukan, you change to dalam sukan, they will give you correct. Di sukan si, dalam sukan si, they also give you correct. SPM, they are quite kind, I would say. Quite kind. But of course, I always play safe lah. That's why I write in full form. Then next one, kuat. Kuat is adjective. When you see the power of somebody, then we change to imbuhan. Kekuatan. And this one, if you change to kuasa, bye-bye. Thanks, Randy. Yeah. Joey, you changed to what? Did you type something wrong? Terbalik, huh? Okay. So, betul-betul. Scare me. Okay, so that one correct. This is what we call imbuhan. If I can change to imbuhan, I don't need to change the word. Miss Ong, it becomes, if we combine with ke, it becomes kata nama, a noun. Then last one, your menentangkan. Menentangkan is to like against somebody. Yes, then if you want to like fight, then but in terms of like good game, Enchi also menentang is to fight. Like for example, okay, I think this one can be posted one. The war right now. Then we use menentang to against somebody. But if it is like the game, we do not use melawan also. Jeffrey also not lawan. Roshan, thanks. Siti, thanks. Terima kasih. You KO somebody in game, we don't write melawan, okay? Mengalahkan, menewaskan. Ni hao, thanks. Perfect. Thanks. Most of you strong. Because you just lose mah. It's just a game. Mengalahkan, menewaskan. Tewas means kalah. So, and I also put melawan. Banyak orang yang tulis melawan. Melawan means like opposite. But this one you want to KO people, but it's not in terms of like physical one. It's just in terms of marks. Simple. This is what we call istilah. So can you see in exam, maximum, we only have 2, maybe 3 lah, sometimes, istilah. Then do you think I will force you to do a lot of istilah thing? No. Yeah, know which way to score. Just do more practices. Why in exam you are so struggling is because you are too panicked. And in seminar, do you feel panic? No. What to panic about? Yeah, you just waiting for me to teach you, correct? When you first entered. Then throughout the class, am I the one who teach only? Not really. Yeah, you will always need to test yourself. So in your exam or daily life, do the same thing. Test yourself, learn like a tutor, learn like a teacher. It will be faster. Yeah, in terms of like absorbing the knowledge and idea. Okay, yep, settled. So go home, do more exercise. Just and then for essay wise, then keep thinking about the point and write down. Yeah, do not just keep thinking, you have to write down also because I don't trust your memory. Yeah, I don't trust your memory. Okay, then Mr. Ong, oppose, what's that? Okay, settle. Then go home, do the exercise. And for those who need extra one, go and download the Form 4 exercise and complete it before your exam. And then what else to remind you? Nothing. So normal student, I will see you next week. And then seminar human, then hi Jinzi, you smart, oh I love you. Okay, those who are not TD student, then good luck in your exam lah, huh? So I will see you. So Mr. Ong, the attack one, melawan, LAWAN. Okay. So satu, yang telah siap, then you may leave meeting. Then I will see you on next week lah. Thank you, terima kasih, bye bye, terima kasih, bye bye, thank you.